While the world is rapidly moving towards electric vehicles, Mazda engineers have done something that is being discussed all over the world today. To compete with EV companies, Mazda has developed a new engine that is not like traditional petrol engines. Rather, it tells a different story. Mazda has used a technology in it that not only saves fuel but also makes the performance of the vehicle tremendous. Now, you must be thinking, is there no battery in this? So listen. Mazda has chosen the hybrid system, leaving the race of EV. That is, it has a combination of both engine and battery. The new engine that Mazda has introduced not only improves the range and performance of the car, but also reduces the charging time considerably. But the biggest thing about it is that the petrol engine in it has been designed in such a way that it gives diesel-like efficiency and EV-like smoothness. That is why it is being said, this engine is an example of ultimate combustion. This means every drop of petrol is used to its full potential. Now the question arises, when the whole world is making EVs, why did Mazda go for hybrids? Why has this new engine from Mazda caused a stir in the EV market? Will this new engine really destroy the EV market? Before moving on to the video, do subscribe to the channel so that such powerful information on technology reaches you first. Nowadays, the trend of electric vehicles is increasing rapidly all over the world. While pollution and environmental crisis have become a big issue, on the other hand, EVs are being considered as the solution to these problems. Electric vehicles are not only helping in saving the environment, but they are also becoming a new technology and a better option for the common people. Especially, big companies like Tesla, NIO, and BYD are working very fast in the manufacture of electric vehicles, and the sales of their EV models are increasing day by day. Now, if we talk about Mazda, Mazda is a company that has always emphasized on its driving experience and vehicle quality. Mazda cars have always been known for their excellent design and driving performance. However, Mazda has not yet made as big a leap in the case of EVs as some other brands have. Mazda sold a total of less than 15,000 electric vehicles in 2022, which is still very low, especially compared to brands that are making EVs on a large scale. But Mazda is still focused on improving its traditional technologies and developing a new kind of driving experience. Now the question arises that when the whole world is moving towards EVs, why did Mazda decide to make a hybrid engine? Actually, Mazda chose hybrid engines instead of electric cars because they believe that it can be a natural and practical step. Full adoption of EVs is still fraught with challenges in some countries, such as lack of charging infrastructure and limited range of batteries. That is why Mazda focused on hybrid engines, which not only provide the traditional power of a petrol engine, but also the smoothness of an electric battery. In this way, Mazda has tried to strike a balance through its technology. Now let's talk about the engine that has shaken up the entire EV market. Mazda's Skyactive Z hybrid engine. This engine works in a completely new direction and offers a great combination of petrol and hybrid technologies. First, let's understand why and how Mazda designed this engine. The Skyactive Z engine is Mazda's state-of-the-art hybrid engine, which gives a great driving experience by combining petrol engine and electric technology. Usually we see that hybrid engines have both petrol engine and battery, but Mazda has used a new technology to make it even more special, which not only saves fuel, but also increases the performance of the vehicle tremendously. The biggest feature of this engine is that it is completely different from conventional petrol engines. Mazda has used ultimate combustion technology in this engine, which uses every drop of petrol with full power. That is, the disadvantages that could have occurred in a petrol engine, such as wasteful fuel consumption, have been completely eliminated in Skyactive Z. This engine burns fuel in such a way that it gives maximum power and also saves fuel. Now let's talk about its hybrid aspect. Both petrol engine and electric motor have been combined in this engine, but there is a difference in it. In this, with the help of battery, there is an option to run the car in electric mode at low speed, but as soon as the speed increases, the petrol engine starts working automatically. This creates an excellent balance of power and gives better mileage to the car for a long time. Apart from this, it also improves the performance of the car, because the power of both petrol and electric is used properly. The biggest advantage of the Skyactive Z engine is that it has very less charging time. Mazda has designed it in such a way that the power is distributed in a very smart way. This means that this engine not only charges the battery quickly, but when the car is running, the battery is also used very smartly. This increases the range of the car and also makes driving more smooth. When it comes to the performance of the car, there is another important aspect of this engine. It does not run loudly like a petrol engine, but its sound is also very quiet. Due to this, driving the car gives a different experience. If you are on a long journey, you will not only consume less fuel, but there will also be less noise, which doubles the fun of driving. Another advantage of this engine is that it also puts less pressure on the environment. While the whole world is moving towards electric vehicles, this engine not only saves fuel, but also reduces emissions. This hybrid system controls carbon emissions and provides a clean driving experience. Mazda's Skyactive Z engine is not only technically great, but it is also a lesson for automakers that if you can create the right combination of petrol and hybrid technologies, you can make a great product. With this engine, Mazda has proved that instead of working towards electric vehicles, hybrid engines can also be just as effective, especially for countries where EV charging infrastructure is not yet fully developed. This engine is challenging the EV market because it offers an intermediate solution, neither fully petrol nor fully electric. It can be a great option for those who want a good performing, fuel-efficient and environmentally friendly car, but at the same time are facing problems due to lack of charging stations or battery range. Why did Mazda choose hybrid instead of EV? Nowadays, the whole world is moving rapidly towards electric vehicles, EVs. But why did Mazda decide to adopt the hybrid system? This question is very interesting because it was a big step for Mazda, and there were a lot of sensible reasons behind it. When we talk about EVs, first of all, it is important to understand that EVs have given a new direction to the entire automotive industry. As people are becoming more environmentally conscious, the trend of adopting EVs is increasing. There is no pollution in EVs because they run on batteries and do not use gasoline or diesel. Apart from this, the performance of EVs is also excellent. They are very smooth and fast, and can give a very long range after charging. But why did Mazda choose hybrid technology instead of EV? The answer is directly related to the question that there are some big challenges facing EVs around the world. The first challenge is the limitation of the battery. The batteries of EVs are still not fully developed according to the infrastructure. There is a lack of EV charging stations in many countries, and where charging stations are available, there is a long wait. Especially those who go on long journeys are always worried about the range of their batteries. Apart from this, the production cost of batteries is also very high, which further increases the price of EVs. Now, Mazda's hybrid engine provides a solution to these problems. Hybrid engines use both petrol and battery, which not only increases the range of the vehicle, but also does not require charging. When the battery runs out, the petrol engine comes into use automatically, and you do not have to resort to any charging station to run the vehicle. This eliminates the worry of battery range of EVs while going on long journeys, and you never have to face the shortage of charging. Another great thing about the hybrid system is that its manufacturing cost is less than that of EVs. Since it has a regular petrol engine instead of a battery and electric motor, its production cost is also low. This also makes the vehicle cheaper and makes it a good option for consumers. Also, hybrid vehicles also offer better power and performance than petrol engines, which is often lacking in EVs. Mazda's hybrid engine can be a great solution for people who are not ready for EVs, but are still somewhat environmentally conscious. For example, in some countries, the EV charging infrastructure is still not fully developed, and hybrid systems can prove to be a better option there. Mazda wisely recognized the needs of this market and introduced an engine that makes the best use of both petrol and battery, and that too without any major hindrances. So, Mazda adopted the hybrid system as it is a balanced and practical solution. It is not only good for the environment, but also gives consumers a great driving experience. With the hybrid engine, Mazda has not only improved the technology, but has chosen a path that can be accessible to even more people in the future. Mazda's hybrid engine is a smart and practical choice that maintains a good balance despite the growing EV demand around the world. It shows us that technological development does not only mean electric vehicles, but hybrids and other smart solutions can be just as effective. Performance benefits of Skyactive Z. Engine. Mazda's Skyactive Z hybrid engine. This engine is not only known for its technical features, but the power and smoothness of its performance takes it to another level. The Skyactive Z engine is Mazda's newest and smartest hybrid engine. It blends two key technologies: diesel-like efficiency of a petrol engine and smooth driving experience, like an electric vehicle, EV. Both these aspects are very important, as today's customers want a car that is not only powerful, but also economical in fuel consumption. When we talk about diesel efficiency, it means that the engine generates more power with very little fuel. The Skyactive Z engine has achieved this performance in a petrol engine as well. Mazda has used some new technologies in it, such as optimizing the air-fuel mixing inside the engine, so that every drop of fuel is burned properly. The result is that this engine gives high mileage like a diesel engine, but runs on petrol, which leads to economical driving. At the same time, when we talk about EV-like smoothness, it means that the driving of the vehicle should be very smooth and without any interruption. This smoothness is usually experienced in electric vehicles, as there is no problem of gear shifting in them. The Skyactive Z engine has achieved this smoothness by mixing petrol and hybrid technologies. In this engine, both the battery and petrol engine have been coordinated in such a way that the vehicle can switch between electric mode and petrol mode without any jerk. The result is that while driving, you do not feel gear shifting or sudden changes, as is the case with many petrol engine vehicles. When the performance of the Skyactive Z engine came in the tests, this engine surprised everyone with its performance. Mazda tested this engine with many other vehicles, and the results were very encouraging. For example, Mazda compared this engine to Toyota's beloved hybrid engine, and found that the Skyactive Z outperformed it in terms of both fuel efficiency and power. The Skyactive Z engine performed so well in terms of petrol consumption that it was able to cover a longer distance in much less fuel, making it even better than diesel in terms of efficiency. Apart from this, the Skyactive Z engine also makes very little noise while driving. That is, when you are driving, you neither hear the sound of the engine, nor do you face any disturbance in driving. Especially at high speeds when you are covering long distances, this engine runs smoothly without any jerks or noise. The performance of this engine is even more impressive when you understand the coordination between its battery and petrol engine. As soon as the battery starts to run out, the petrol engine starts working on its own, and you do not get any information about it. This switching is so smooth that you cannot even feel it. This creates an EV-like experience, where you enjoy a great driving experience without any distractions. Along with this, Mazda has also given a new direction to the durability and safety of the vehicle with the Skyactive Z engine. This engine controls the vehicle's overheating, automatic power supply, and battery usage in such a smart way that it increases the life of the vehicle and keeps it safe. Impact of Mazda's engine on the EV market. Now let's talk about the impact of Mazda's hybrid engine on the EV market. Will it challenge the rise of electric vehicles and EVs, or will it boost it further? This question is very important because Mazda's new Skyactive Z engine is a great example of hybrid technology, and it is going to impact the EV market. So, let's understand what the future of Mazda's hybrid engine can be. When we talk about the rise of EV, first of all, it is important to know that the popularity of electric vehicles is increasing rapidly all over the world. Due to environmental issues, fuel prices, and stringent emission regulations of governments, the adoption of EVs has become a common trend. Brands like Tesla have brought EVs into the mainstream, and now the demand for EVs is increasing in every part of the world. Along with this, EV infrastructure is also improving rapidly, leading to advancements in charging stations and battery technology. But still, there are some significant challenges in the way of EVs. The biggest challenge is the range of the battery and the lack of charging infrastructure. There are many countries and regions where EV charging stations are not enough, and the battery range can also sometimes be insufficient for long journeys. Apart from this, the manufacturing cost of EVs is also a big deal, which increases their price. In such a situation, hybrid engines, such as Mazda's Skyactiv Z engine, can solve these problems. Mazda's hybrid engine can prove to be a great option to meet the shortage of EVs. It uses both petrol engine and battery, so that the petrol engine starts automatically when the battery runs out. This means that you never have to worry about charging. Along with this engine is very economical, because both petrol and battery are used properly, which increases the range of the vehicle and reduces fuel consumption. In such a situation, hybrid engines can be especially useful in areas where EV charging infrastructure is still not fully developed. Now the question is, can Mazda's hybrid technology become popular globally? Think about it. This technology can definitely become popular in countries and regions where the EV infrastructure is still in its early stages. For example, many developing countries lack battery charging stations, and people there depend on petrol and diesel vehicles. In such a situation, hybrid engines can be a great solution. Apart from this, in countries like Europe and America, where the demand for EVs is increasing, but there are some challenges regarding charging infrastructure, the hybrid system can also be quite effective. The possibility of Mazda's hybrid technology being adopted globally depends on how much support the governments give it. For example, many countries still provide tax exemptions and subsidies on hybrid vehicles, which can increase the demand for hybrid vehicles. Apart from this, the manufacturing cost of vehicles with hybrid engines is also less than EVs, which can make it accessible to more people. Mazda's Skyactiv Z engine is not just a hybrid system, but it can also become part of a new trend in the future. This engine is an excellent option for customers who cannot move completely to EVs or want the beneficial use of both petrol and battery. It can create a balance between EVs and hybrid technology and present a new form by combining the benefits of both. The biggest advantage of this hybrid engine from Mazda is that it gives customers a smooth and convenient experience. There is no need to worry about charging during long journeys, and if the battery runs out, the petrol engine starts working. In this way, this engine will not only challenge the EV market, but can also take it in a new direction. In addition, hybrid technology will not only make it better for the environment, but can also become an affordable and reliable option for customers. Mazda's hybrid engine not only challenges the rise of EVs, but also helps in making it a reality. This technology can be especially suitable for customers who are not ready to completely depend on batteries for EVs. Hybrid systems strike a great balance and can make their mark all over the world. What are the challenges Mazda might face in the EV and hybrid market? Now let's look at some of the challenges Mazda might face in the EV and hybrid market. When brands like Mazda venture into hybrid and electric vehicles, they face a number of challenges. These challenges are not just technical, but also due to changing consumer preferences, stringent government regulations, and competition in the market. Consumers today have become quite aware, and their vehicle choices are also changing. While earlier people preferred petrol and diesel vehicles, now the trend is increasing towards electric vehicles. There are many reasons behind the growing demand for EVs: pollution problems, rising petrol-diesel prices, and growing awareness towards the environment. Mazda, which was till now mainly known for cars with petrol and diesel engines, will now have to keep pace with the changing consumer preferences. People are finding EVs more attractive, and at the same time, they are also looking at hybrid vehicles. Mazda has to make sure that its hybrid engine offers better value than EVs. To do this, Mazda has to make its products more attractive, economical, and environmentally friendly. Also, some consumers are still not ready for EVs because they have many concerns about charging infrastructure, range, and battery life. In such a case, Mazda's hybrid engine can be a great option, but it has to prove that its hybrid technology is more convenient and reliable than EVs. Governments are now promoting electric vehicles and hybrid technologies, but at the same time they also have to follow strict emission regulations. Governments in many countries have asked car companies to follow strict emission norms to reduce pollution. Mazda has to ensure that its hybrid engine comes under these rules, and it fully meets the pollution standards. Meeting these regulations can sometimes be challenging, as EVs produce less pollution than hybrid and petrol-powered cars. This means that Mazda will have to constantly improve the technology of its hybrid vehicles to stay in the market while complying with stricter pollution regulations. In addition, many countries offer tax subsidies for EVs, but these subsidies may be less for hybrid vehicles. This means that Mazda will have to understand whether investing in a hybrid system will be worthwhile in the long term. When Mazda comes up with hybrid technology, the question arises whether it is more efficient than EVs. EVs are fully electric and have a very good range after charging. On the other hand, a hybrid engine uses both petrol and battery, but its range and performance may lag far behind EVs. Mazda will have to prove that its hybrid engine is not only more economical than petrol engines, but also performs better than EVs. It has to strike a balance for customers, not just in terms of range and performance, but also in terms of cost and charging. If Mazda proves that its hybrid system can deliver better value than EVs, it can become a strong competitor. Mazda will face tough competition not only in hybrid and EV technology, but also in the market. Big players like Tesla, Toyota, and Honda already have a strong foothold in the EV and hybrid market. These companies already have advanced technologies and good customer acceptance. Mazda will have to compete with these companies to make its products successful in the market. It will have to make its hybrid technology even better and attractive to attract customers' attention. Another big challenge is the development of charging infrastructure. The lack of charging stations is a big problem for EVs, and it becomes even less of a challenge for hybrid engines. However, Mazda's hybrid engine may have an advantage in this regard, as it can be run on both petrol and battery. But, as the whole world focuses on improving charging infrastructure, Mazda will have to adapt its hybrid technology to this change. Now let's talk about the comparison of Mazda's hybrid engine with other major companies' hybrid technologies, such as Toyota, Honda, and Ford. Mazda's Skyactive Z hybrid engine is emerging as a new technology at the moment, which offers a great combination of both petrol and battery. This Mazda engine is quite different from the hybrid technologies of other major companies because it has such a combination of petrol engine and battery, which gives both diesel-like efficiency and EV-like smoothness. Toyota's hybrid technology, especially Prius, has been in the market for a long time and is considered reliable. This technology has a good balance of both petrol engine and electric motor, due to which this car gives good fuel savings and is also good for the environment. However, the biggest drawback of Toyota's hybrid technology is that its battery range is limited. This means that during long journeys you have to resort to the petrol engine, and the battery needs more time to charge. At the same time, Honda's hybrid technology is also excellent in its place. This technology is used in cars like Honda Insight and Honda Clarity. In Honda's hybrid technology, the transition between the petrol engine and the battery is very smooth, which makes the driving experience comfortable and good. Despite this, Honda's battery range is also not very long, and its price can be a bit high, which usually causes concern for customers. Then, let's talk about Ford's hybrid technology, which is used in cars like Ford Escape Hybrid and Ford Fusion Hybrid. Ford's hybrid technology provides good range along with petrol engine and battery, which is better for long journeys. Apart from this, the interiors of Ford cars are also comfortable, but its power can be less, especially when both petrol and battery are working together. Now let's come to Mazda's Skyactive Z hybrid engine, which is currently making a new identity in the market. Mazda's hybrid engine is different from the technologies of other companies because both petrol and battery are used optimally in it. Mazda's engine has a perfect combination of diesel-like efficiency and EV-like smoothness, making driving even more comfortable and efficient. Apart from this, Mazda's engine makes very little noise, which gives a great experience compared to other petrol engines. When it comes to long-distance travel, Mazda's engine makes better use of both petrol and battery, which reduces the need for charging and increases the range of the vehicle. This is why this Mazda engine can be different and better than other hybrid technologies. It requires less charging and is also suitable for long journeys, as its range increases with the help of petrol engine. Along with this, Mazda's engine is also very good in terms of performance, which can be slightly better than hybrid technologies of Toyota, Honda, and Ford. Overall, Mazda's Skyactive Z hybrid engine can be a great option due to its technical features. While hybrid technologies from Toyota, Honda, and Ford are also excellent in their own right, Mazda's engine offers a better balance that customers will want for a long time. Mazda has proven that hybrid technology can combine petrol and battery in a way that delivers maximum performance and an economical driving experience. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel to get more such informative videos.